We're here today at the National Film Board of Canada, where we have the absolute pleasure of chatting with the local filmmakers for the brand new film, Metamorphosis. It's making its Canadian debut right here at the Doxa Documentary Film Festival.
Because they don't have time to do anything but stay alive and make the payments. If we could make it so that every human on this planet has everything that they need without anything centralized, all of a sudden, stress is gone.
I just watched the film, impeccably shot, beautiful film. But my first question is, there's so many environmental films that have been released, a lot of climate change films. What makes this one stand out?
Yeah, we were totally aware that there was a lot of films out there on the subject because it's such an important subject, but we also wanted to make sure that we were adding to the conversation and doing something quite different. In fact, our tagline could be, "You've never seen a climate change film like this before." And that's because it's very visual, it uses art to explore the issues, and it also has lots of positive solutions as a focus, and it delves into the emotional and psychological aspects of climate change as well.
We are at our I should say former residence. What's left of our house.
Metamorphosis is a poem for the planet, we call it, and it looks at how humanity is changing in the face of climate crisis and how we deal with change. So a lot of it is exploring the psychological and emotional aspects of climate change. Robert J. Lifton is a psychiatrist and a writer that we interview for the film, and he talks about psychic numbing and as a reaction to climate change, or as a way of dealing with it, or blocking it out. One of the things that makes our film unique is that we talk to environmental artists as well and use their work as visuals in the film. Jean-Paul Bourdier, whose work Bodyscapes, the painted bodies that are blended in with the landscape, that is used throughout the film. It's a beautiful visual. We also shot with Hasholt, who has an installation called Trash People, which is about 1,000 figures that are made out of trash, and they're installed in various places around the world. And as well as Jason DeCare-Taylor, who has underwater sculptures in different parts of the world as well that transform into coral reefs.
My work is constantly metamorphosing into something different. Over time, these generally cement forms are transformed underwater into living, breathing coral reefs.
What was the inspiration going back to the conception phase of this project?
Typhoon Haiyan had just occurred in the Philippines, and over 6,000 people were killed. And Velcrow and I were really struck by, how such a huge event, a climate event, would affect us and how we change from something like that. So that really started the conversation about this film in terms of how we deal with change and how an event like that changes us.
We just spent a lot of time walking and talking together. We walked in nature and we just kind of brainstorm and really tried to not block each other and just come up with the vision for the film. And we actually came up with an entire arc, which is invisible in the film, but was our scaffolding, and it went through this journey in a way. And we also teach a workshop now based on the same journey, which begins with the chrysalis, which is going within, and that's where the transformation happens. And then we're struck with the crisis, which is the wake-up call. And then that leads to catharsis, which is the processing of the crisis, the letting go of it, and a kind of cleansing so that you can move forward to the next phase, which is symbiosis. And that's learning to live in harmony with the planet, and that's the solutions part of the film.
Thanks again to Nova and Velcrow, the filmmakers of the very important film Metamorphosis. If you did get a chance to see the film here at Doxa, it's making its way back to Vancouver at the end of June. And for City Lights and Novus TV, I'm Jordan Wade.